Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this channel again. Today I will be discussing with you guys biosecurity into details. I bet you have never heard about this thing. The one I've been seeing most commonly in social media are these one where people say that. I think when we talk about biosecurity into details, the first thing which comes into people's mind, people think that dipping your foot into the foot bath and enter into your farm. That is what most cases people think. Yeah, that is the biosecurity, disinfecting your hands. But I tell you, it's more of that. So today I will be discussing with you guys biosecurity into details. I'll be breaking it. We have 5 major points. Among that 5 major points, there are also another small other points and those 5. So I'll be breaking down and explaining to you thoroughly so that you can understand. Before wasting time, please, if it is still your first time to come across this channel, please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, comment, like, share the videos with friends and family. When you do that, it helps YouTube recommend our video to other more people. Thank you so much, guys. I salute you for the love you're showing to bring up the channel. Let's now dive into the main business. The first point is what we call external biosecurity. When I talk of external biosecurity, what do I mean? First of all, external biosecurity start with you, the farm employee or that farm manager, that person who is managing that farm, by limiting people's access or visitors' access into the farm. That's one you will be doing what we call external biosecurity. Because protecting our birds start with you. It's all our responsibility. Unfortunately, the biggest mistake which will happen at the farms are that when the managing director of the farm is there, the employees are always following everything to the dot. But when he or she leaves, now the employees are the one now, they start doing something else. They don't follow the strict regulations of the farm. And the people normally lead to the outbreak of the disease at the farm. Many farms have suffered badly as a result of such things happening at their farm, because of sometimes you bring something into measures the very people are supposed to implement and put into practice. So I'm here to share with you guys according to the little experience I have, so that we can avoid such things or prevent it at all. External biosecurity. The farm manager or the farm employee should limit the access of the visitors into the farm by doing what? 1. Limit visitors' access. That is the first one you have to do. Honestly, if you've been in this poultry business for some good time, you will be getting a lot of visitors. A lot of people will be sending you letters so that requesting you to allow them to come to your farm and visit you. Some other people, they have been seeing you, they became inspired, they want to start keeping the poultry the way you are doing. They will want to come to your farm and learn from you. We normally call it apprenticed, where someone comes and work alongside you so that they can learn what you are doing, so that he or she can go and do it elsewhere alone now. Such people will be there. We have higher institutions of learning, universities will be sending their requests so that their students can come and learn what they have been learning in class for some good times. It's high time to come and learn it by seeing the practicality of the work. So it's you to plan how you can let people access your farm. For example, you can say, in this farm here, only people access twice a year, at the beginning and at the end. Once you have missed those 2 times, wait until next year now. Are you seeing? It's how the farmers have planned their thing. Or monthly, people come here once a month. Those are some of the measures you can put as depending on how the management of the farm have agreed. The second point is displaying the signs, sign display of biosecurity measures. If that is put, it will save you a lot of time by explaining everything to will be coming at the farms. In some other big farms, they even put the all of the signposts, telling the biosecurity measures, what is the do's and the don'ts are all put there. You just come and they take you through. You make sure all what are there you have followed them up to the dot. After now implementing that external biosecurity measures, you make sure the third point, you make sure that every visitor who will be coming at your farm is properly screened and documented. You have to screen them and document whatever is coming at your farm. That will help you save you a lot of problems in case things go bad. Yes, we don't hope for everything to be bad. We don't hope for bad things to happen to us. But it's good when we prepare for it, if at all it comes. So by doing that, it will help you in case something bad happens at the farm. You can trace it that on this particular date, a student from this particular institution came to me. They have been learning ABCD. In only some few days to a week, boom, you are seeing problems at your farm. It can help you trace and find a quicker solution for that. The last point under external biosecurity measures is ensuring proper vehicle sanitation. Of course, most farms are very far and not within towns, and people who will be coming at your farm people will come with vehicles. So you have to properly plan for where their vehicle will be there and how you sanitize that vehicle to ensure that the vectors that come with it stop where at a very far distance, or you disinfect the vehicle. So that is it. That is the first point about external biosecurity measures. Because people most think that biosecurity is all about dipping your foot, spraying your hands, washing. No, in food is also there. That's what I'm saying. Today I'll be breaking down into details for you guys so that you can understand. So food and water biosecurity. So as you, a farm manager, you have to ensure that your food and water is safety for your birds. In most cases, what I tell people that the water you are giving to your bird should be the water you are taking. If you know you cannot take the water, you cannot drink that water and you give to your bird, does not make sense. Are you seeing? So you should now, the first point under food and water biosecurity, you should store your feeds in a secured area, free from rats, free from these other things which can carry, in fact, even rats are vectors. They can carry disease from elsewhere and bring to, when they are eating their dough feeds of yours, you'll be scoop the same feeds and give to your chicken. At the end of, in some few weeks, you see problems. So you should store your foods where are free from these rodents, these rats things, because they are vectors which can spread the disease. You see. So that is storing your feeds. Another thing is, if you're storing your feeds, you don't put them down on the ground. When you put your feeds down on the ground, there's possibility of moisture. Moisture whereby you know that it can enter into the feeds. The feed become cake, start caking. When the feeds are now caking, which means with time they will start developing some mold. So if the mold is there, that's how the infection comes to your birds. So you should at least get a timber and put them down and put your feeds on top of a timber. Because if the feeds are on top of the timber, it prevents moisture from entering into that thing. Another point is implement water treatment and testing. Yeah, this is a bit difficult for us in Africa. But there are some local ways we can use. As I said, the water you are giving to your chicken should be the water you can drink. Not that any water from any bad well you're fetching and giving to your chicken, that this is a chicken. No. the very water you are drinking is the very water you should give to your birds. That will obviously assure that the water they are taking are good water. Even for us in Africa, even some well we take, but we don't even treat them. But people have been taking since memorial. We have never had any problem. So such waters, the one you are taking is the one you give to your chicken. You don't know that the one you are taking, you are drinking for your daily use, you fetch from a good well. The one which you are taking, the chicken take from the bad one. No, that is a very bad practice. You have to stop that one, and you have to also monitor the feed quality and your water quality. Monitoring feeds and water quality. Are you seeing? So the feeds you are giving to your chicken, are they good feeds? Are they of high quality? Do they contain all the food nutrients required? So such things should be put into your mind to avoid a problem. Because if a bird lacks some nutrients, obviously, like you've been seeing some birds picking their other birds' feathers and eating. That is a sign of lack of nutrients. The feed's quality is poor. So such things you have to improve on it. If you do that things, then that problem will be solved. As I said, feeds and water biosecurity. That's the second point. The third point is personal biosecurity. Your personal biosecurity. So your personal biosecurity start with you personally and your personal protective equipments. So what are your personal protective equipments? Your actions, for example, you have to have make sure you have washed your hands. Your hands are always clean. Are you seeing that one? Not just for some other people, like for me, I have this sprayer whereby I make sure I spray my hand with disinfectant in case I've touched something else. The germs can die. I see. So what you should know, your action can spread diseases, or you can even prevent diseases. Personal biosecurity, your personal action can spread diseases. I see that. So you have to protect yourself and your birds. It's really very important. So you should wear your personal protective equipments, practice proper hand washing and sanitations, change clothing and footwear before entering the farm areas. You are from town and you reach, at least you have clothes, you have farm clothes. Once you reach home, the very clothes you're entering with it into chicken house should be another different clothes, not the same clothes you've been slaying in town, in other people. As we talk, sometimes you cannot just stay at home. You may be going with friends. You're from some party. Just come and jump with that same cloth into the farm. That practice is very, very bad and dangerous. So you should have change your clothes. You changed your footwear before you enter into your farm area. So that is your personal biosecurity, as I said. That is the third one. The fourth one we are having is birds management. How do you manage your birds? That's just another biosecurity people normally people never neglect, I would say like that. But they should put into consideration. How do you manage your bird? Birds management. So bird management, if you effectively manage your birds, you will definitely reduce the risk of diseases. If you effectively manage your birds properly, you will definitely reduce the risk of diseases. For example, implementing vaccination program and following to the dot. You should implement vaccination program and follow to the dot by doing what? For example, you know that, like for me, I keep Sasso. Sasso chicken. The company I got from, they start doing their vaccination from the archery. When the birds come at the farm to me, on day 12, I do Newcastle and infectious bronchitis. I vaccinate that one. On day 21 again, I vaccinate fowlpox. I think that one. After that one now, the birds can live. But for me, because I fear the risk, after 3 months again, I revaccinate them again, especially in Newcastle. because it's a very dangerous disease. I normally do that to avoid, although that one cannot keep them for life, but there is also high chance that something bad may happen. And so I keep doing that one, following my vaccination schedules. I see. So if you have implemented your vaccination program, you should follow that one to the dot. Have records where you normally know that I did this on this date, I have to repeat them on this date. That one will save you thousands of money. Another thing is managing your birds' health daily. You should be monitoring your birds. How are they? Are they healthy? Is there any problem? Definitely you will detect problem if there is a problem at all, and act quickly, because the faster you act, the less problem will be there. Because in most cases, don't be deceived that even those big farms you see, they don't, even me, don't think that my birds don't fall sick. They fall sick. But in most cases, I make sure that if I see any sign of problem, I solve the problem very fast. That's why if I normally tell people that my birds, I have never lost such birds, don't think that is a lie. It's true. But that's the secret I'm telling you guys. If I see any problem, I solve it very fast. I solve it very fast, because if you see a bird now, chicken now dying, that means it has now been sick for 1.5 to 2 weeks. The chicken has been fighting with the disease, but maybe the disease overpowered the chicken, and the chicken will die. But if you solve, for me, I don't fear. My biggest fear is viral infection. And the viral infection, the problem to solve it is by vaccination, which I normally do it. So the problem we now be experiencing is by, I think, these bacterial infections, whereby we have the cure. In case anything happens, we solve the problem, and we don't see any death at the farm. I see. So managing your health, managing your birds' health daily. The third point under birds management is by practicing good feeding and watering practices. Definitely, if birds eat very well, they will fight a lot of diseases unknowingly. It's just like we human beings. Human beings who eat well, it is very rare for you to fall sick, because your immunity, your blood will fight the disease. Even you will not know that you are sick, but you're bad. For example, we fall sick often, but our immunity, because we have strong immunity, it fights it all. I hear some people say that, for me, I'm almost 2 years, I've never felt sick. Don't think you don't fall sick. You fall sick, but because you're eating well, you're eating more of these greens, you have a strong immunity, your blood fight it off. I see. So chickens are also like that. If you provide good feeding and good water, clean water, good feeding meaning giving good quality feeds to your chicken with all the nutrients, will solve such problem. The last point under bird management is maintaining accurate records. When you maintain good records of your birds, it will help you. On this date is when my bird, I received them. After receiving on this date, I bought feeds worth this amount. On this date, I vaccinated them. I've spent such amount of money on this date, on this particular period of time. Such record will help you track the expenses, whether you are making profit or making more loss. I see, guys. My birds are now laying. Today it has laid this egg. Today I've collected 200 eggs. And today, the following day, it has dropped to maybe 180. What could be the problem? To help you solve all such mess. For example, if your birds are laying 80 eggs per day, from nowhere they drop to 60. That one you can write is a problem, and you can act very fast because of the records you are having. I see, guys. So now I think the last point, which is now the five point, is farm hygiene. How are you managing your farm hygiene? So maintaining a clean and disinfected environment is very, very crucial. if you are maintaining a clean or disinfected environment for your farm, it's very important. When you have brooded your chicks, you have sold them. Like for me, I brood them, then after 1 month, I start selling them off. I see. After selling them off, before I bring another batch, I make sure I take all those litters out. After taking all the litters out, I disinfect the area. So that one will help me avoid, in case there was any infection, I will solve it by killing all those small bacteria. I see. Well, I'm saying that if you are, you may have to maintain clean and disinfected area. It's very important. So regularly cleaning and disinfecting your equipments, your facilities, and vehicle, if at all you have. Like for me, I have vehicle. When I reach home, I make sure I spray. I have this small sprayer to make sure that what I've harvested from when I was riding does not cause me problem. I see. By doing regularly, mark my point. Please mark my point, by doing it regularly. Some other people may do it today and forget for many good months again. That is where we normally get problem. As I normally tell people that who normally vaccinate their birds again, I have remember something, guys. People have been crying that I vaccinated my bird against Newcastle, but Newcastle came and swept all the entire flock. But these are people who vaccinated. They said vaccinate after every 3 months. For them, they did it once and forgot. The birds are now 7, 8, 10 months, no vaccination. Outbreak of Newcastle come and sweep the entire birds, and they blame the vaccines. The vaccines are fake, they don't work. No, it's you who did not do the right thing. I see. So it should be doing regularly. Cleaning should be done regularly. Disinfection should be regular, not only once. And you forget. Implementing a manure management plan. Those litters, after down, they outlive their purpose. Where do you dispose them? It's also being to this another point. Ensure proper waste disposal. Where do you put those waste litters? I see, guys. So you should have a plan of all of those waste, those litters. You can have a farm where you'll be taking those things, so that they can help in bringing manure. So that is, guys, and in my conclusions, if you properly implement all the above, all what I've been telling you guys, all the points, if you properly implement all those biosecurity measures, you will significantly reduce the risk of disease outbreak and protect your poultry business. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you so much. Please subscribe, like the video. We shall mix in the next video. Bye bye.